everybody on my YouTube channel. I just thought I'd show you, this is my favourite view of Stamford, just behind me there. You can sort of see the town just down there. You can make out a spire or two, and today's vlog I just thought I would just update you about my training for the Cape Wrath Ultra. So I just thought I'd give you a bit of an insight into how a normal person, I'm describing myself as a normal person for the purposes of this video, I just thought I'd tell you how I'm training, because the Cape Wrath Ultra is 250 miles from Fort William to Cape Wrath in Scotland, and it's going to be an amazing race. It's in May, starts on May the 20th this year, so follow my progress on the tracker. And yeah, my training started back in December. So in December I started doing some long runs, just nice and easy, just getting out whenever I could. And then I got in contact over Christmas with the winner of the 2016 Cape Wrath Ultra, Marcus Scotney. So he's a coach, and I'm also a personal trainer. I do write training plans for people, but I just thought I need a bit more of a kick up the arse, and I need someone who's won the race, just to have a look at what I'm doing and just make sure I'm not going to overtrain myself. So I have been training throughout January. I started doing, from mid-January onwards, I was doing about 40 to 40 miles a week. And then in mid-February, I decided to add a backpack of about 2.5 to 3 kilograms to each of my long runs. And I'm just building on my normal runs. Look, there's still some snow here in Stamford, hasn't quite gone. So when I say I'm building on my normal running week, what I mean is that I usually run Tuesdays and Thursdays with Stamford Striders, my local running club. And so what I do there is just build on some distance, because Marcus Scotney said for this 250 mile race, averaging 30 miles a day, anything from 20 miles to 45 miles, and gonna across some snow there. And he said I need to do a lot of training in zones 1 and 2, so that's really low heart rate. So that's like, for me it's probably about like 140 to 150 beats per minute. So it's very much all day pace. It's very much going out and having a nice jog, which is the type of training I really enjoy. So with that in mind, I started running to running club on a Tuesday. We usually run about 7 to 8 miles. So I was running to running club. I live 1.5 miles away from there, so that turns it into a 10-mile run. Easy peasy. So that's 10 miles on a Tuesday. On a Wednesday, I usually have a meeting in a nearby village. So I started running there, and it's 6 miles. And so that gives me, with the 6 miles back as well, that gives me 12 miles of running on a Wednesday. Then on a Thursday, we have a hill session with running club. So I'd go to that hill session, I'd run down there like normal, and then by the end of the session, you've cocked up probably 4.5, 5 miles, and you've done a good session. By the way, I would take my backpack off for the hill session because it just got really annoying. I just found like I couldn't breathe. So that's Thursday, 5 miles with a hill training. Then I decided to add another 5 miles on to make it 10 miles on a Thursday. So I did a couple of hills, just to steady, with the backpack on, just steady hills to make the session up to 10 miles total. So there's me during the week doing 10 miles Tuesday, 12 miles Wednesday, and 10 miles on Thursday. All just either commuting to meetings or just expanding sessions that I already did. So that was quite straightforward. Then we come on to the weekend. So Friday I'd have a rest day, go to the pub with my running club friends or whoever else is around, And then Saturday, Sunday, I would take the opportunity on the Saturday to do a nice 10-mile run with a pack. And then on Sunday, I was doing, that gave me 42 miles a week, you see. And then on the Sunday, I decided to add in a whopping 20-mile run. So, it's a bit muddy just here, you can see. So with the 20-miler, that starts making it a 60-mile week, and that's what I'm trying to do for the month of March and April. So I think I won't go much more than a 60-mile week because it really tires me out. But but that 20 miles was good. It gave me an opportunity to run in some places I hadn't run before. So obviously around here we don't have many hills, so I was coming back from things like Hendoos in Hereford, and I was stopping off at the Malvern Hills and having a nice 20-mile run over the hills there. And I'm off to Sheffield Adventure Film Festival this weekend, so I shall be doing 20 miles there, and hopefully a bit of it with Jen Scotney, who was the third lady in the Spine Challenger this year, so hopefully get a few long distance tips from her as well. So that's how during January I did my 42 miles, and then during end of February, early March, I did 60 miles. I did one 60-mile week, and then the wheels fell off. I think I maybe hadn't given myself enough rest, maybe bit off a bit too much too soon, jumped up to 60 after about a 45-mile week. I would never advise any of my clients to do that, so I don't know why I decided to do that myself. And this week, this is why I'm running without a backpack on, because I had to take about 5 days break, and I ran again for the first time last night with Running Club, and then I thought, I'll just go out for a nice 10-miler today, just a jog, because I just realised that my motivation had gone a little bit, and the backpack was really holding me back. It was just like, oh God, it was becoming a pain in the ass. And the one thing that you don't want to do with training is get to the point where you're really having to force yourself to go out. Like, the whole point of me signing up for the Cape Bath Ultra, yes, was to make me train, and yeah, to kind of get me out of the door, which to be honest, I don't have that much problem with, but it was, it's an opportunity to make myself train in more exciting places. But sometimes you just have to listen to your body and go, well, I'm just going to take a week off. So that's what I'm doing this week. I'm just having a bit of a week off, just to sort of reconnect with the joy of running. So hopefully that's a little bit of advice for you there as well. You don't always have to cane it, you don't always have to beast it, you don't always have to follow your training plan. So hopefully next week, after Sheffield Adventure Film Festival, I'll be all inspired and ready to hit the trails again with my backpack on and get going again for March. The other thing I'm going to introduce for April is running in the morning as well. So Marcus says a really good way of upping your mileage for a really long race like this is to train twice a day. So I'm going to run in the morning for about 30 minutes, upping it to an hour by the end of the month, both on a Tuesday and on a Thursday. So that gives me a double training session there. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Cape Bath Ultra. We had a webinar about it on Thursday, which was really good. The organiser Shane Oley told us all about what we could expect, and lots of people asked lots of good questions, and I asked the question about, was there a tent for people who don't snore, because I really like my sleep, and apparently if you do snore you've got to tell them, and then they're going to make a snoring tent, so that's positive. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Cape Bath Ultra. It's just going to be an amazing journey across Scotland, I think. And there's the course director, Gary Thompson, I went on a recce of the course just before it first ran in 2016. We all went to Knoydart together, and he just kept talking about the free fresh air. He was like, oh, breathe in the free fresh air. I just thought, what a wonderful thing to say, Gary. Looking forward to going to Scotland and breathing in the free fresh air. I think Gary chomps it all the way around. So yeah, if you're joining me on the Cape Wrath Ultra, then it'd be great to hear from you. If you're inspired by this race or doing a long race yourself, then put a post in the comments below. And I'm gonna carry on with my run now. I've done 3.5 miles, so I'm just got 6.5 to go for my 10 miles today, and I am now really enjoying it again, and I may just get my backpack out. Well, I'll have to actually for running the peaks this weekend, so I'll be back in the game next week. So thank you all for watching. Hope this has been a little bit useful for you. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and my website as well, wildgingerfilms.co.uk. Thank you all for watching, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for liking this video. See you on the trails.